guys, welcome back to another video of Charlie's Amazing Forgotten World. This is lesson 3 with automatic pull strips, the tower, and something that I call the ship. Now, what I've gone off and done is my page. I don't need to tell you the materials and things you need because you must have looked at the first video and the second video. And I've gone ahead and cut myself a strip of paper. It's about, let's say, 3 inches wide and, let's say, a foot long. Get a ruler. Let me just move the camera. Get a ruler and draw a line, let's say, in the middle, and then another line next to it. This is going to be your guideline. Now what you will want to do is draw some flaps across here. This is going to be raising a bow in shape for the automatic pull strip. So draw a line across in the middle or so, and then you want to draw across there, and then across here. So you've got a flap type thing, and then cut that bit out. So it's turned into something like this. Then do it exactly the same on the other side. So then hopefully by the end, you'll have something looking a bit like this. Now what you'll want to do is fold these flaps over. So this is what's going to hold your bow in shape up. And then fold that whole piece over. So then you'll hopefully have something looking like this. And then, if you turn this piece over, you'll want to fold this top down. So you've got to fold there. And then you'll want to draw 2 other flaps that you're going to cut off. first flap done. Now the second flap. So you've got something looking a bit like this. And when you open this bit up, you've got something looking like this. Don't forget to keep on folding this backwards and forwards. And don't forget to keep on folding this backwards and forwards as well, so that it'll all work out well. If you want to, as you can see, you'll find a bit sticking out like this. That will really annoy you, so you'll want to cut that bit off. So you've got it looking like that. And then you'll be able to fold it over like that. And then get to your page and open it up. And just put your say that it's already going to fold up. Let me just fold these flaps. So these flaps are going to be face down with this bit across here. So you want to glue those flaps down. And then, well, obviously you can check if it's working alright. My one's working fine so far. And then, with this flap here, you'll want to put loads and loads and loads of glue on. Because if you don't put enough glue on, then it will not pop up. It will just not allow you to do that. So then what you'll want to do is fold your page closed and really put loads of pressure on it. Loads and loads and loads of pressure. If you don't put enough pressure on it, it'll just unstick itself. So then hopefully when your page opens up, it will pop up, like my one. Now, if you can't do this pop up, then don't worry, because this is only the third tutorial. I was a bit silly because this one is one of the hardest pop-ups you can do. Cool, isn't it? Then, if you like, you can get some strips of paper and, well, you know, you can stick them onto it, if you like. Let's say I stick this onto there. Just remember, don't stick these pieces of card on that way. Otherwise, when you close the piece of paper, these will bump into the fold of the page, and that will not be good. It'll be very bad indeed. And obviously, you can do whatever you want with it, really. So that's the first one, automatic pull strips. It's quite an unusual one to me. Now, we're going to move on to one of the hardest things to do in all pop-ups, the tower. Get your piece of card, fold it in half, and again, do the fold very thoroughly. I didn't do the fold very well. Just gonna do another one. If you don't mind, obviously. So there's your page. Then what you're going to do with this? So this is all just V-folds. So this is tutorial 1, the right angle V-fold we're doing today. So just make yourself some V-folds. I'm only going to be doing 3 layers today. So it's not going to be that high. You can do however many layers you like. Now these V-folds have to be the same size, so as you can see, you could have seen me measuring them. Now again, fold them in half. Then do the flaps. But this time you're going to do 2 tabs instead of just 1, because you're going to be sticking a layer on top which you'll need to add another layer on top of this one. Now I've got my page. Oops, that's not my page, sorry. This one. Now I've got my page ready, And these are just going to be normal V-folds stuck onto a page. Again, put glue on the flaps. This is just like tutorial 1, other than you're doing 2 other flaps, which I promise you I'm not going to bother you. Again, I recommend a 45-degree angle, because if you do a 45-degree angle V-fold on this, then it will be able to stand up much more well than if you do it close to 90 degrees. And I have to be a bit careful now, because obviously you've got the other V-fold ready, and these have to be in exactly the same bit, if you know what I mean. Like, they have to be in the exact same, like, let's say angle, otherwise it will not, the pop-up that you're going to do, it will not work. So now that you've got this ready, you're going to stick another layer on top. I'm just going to cut off a random piece. So once you've got your random piece, doesn't have to be random at all, really. Fold it in half. Let me just see if this will fit onto it. Yeah, this will fit onto it. Put glue on the top tabs that you've made already. I hope you have made them. Put glue on all of the tabs, on the first one and the second one. And then first put your layer on one side first. Again, this will have to be at the crease of the page. Let me just check if it's at the crease. Yep. This can get really annoying sometimes. Like, it's annoying me a lot right now. Oh, come on. I'm doing a video. What's wrong with that? This happened last time when I attempted. It's so annoying. I wish I could just call it stupid if I had to. As I told you, this is really hard. As you can see, even I'm getting it quite hard as well. Again, this is very frustrating. Just take your time and don't give up, is all I'm just going to say. That's all really. Don't give up. Because if you do, you're never going to make it and you're never going to get better. Remember, practice makes perfect. You must know that phrase. Just just if you're thinking, give up, stop doing this, the same as me, then don't worry because I'm really feeling that inside me now. Really feeling it. Is it working? Hey, it kind of likes me now. Fine. So, as you can see, now you've got from this crease to the outer edge that much space to play with. Sorry about that big noise. Just the camera being a bit silly. Oh, this is being very naughty. So you've got your first layer, which finally does fold over. Ooh, finally. Now let your other V fold. This is our second layer. I'm only gonna make 3 layers in this tutorial. Let's just get the frustrating out of the way. Hopefully after this we'll be able to just move on to the ship, it is quite hard, as I said, but it is definitely not as frustrating as this one that I'm doing right now. Let's just check if they're the same size. Ooh, that's definitely not the same size. Then obviously do what I told you in the first V-fold and just do it again. Come on guys, you can do this. It's very hard. Phew! V-folds are made. Check. Now this is going to be the second layer, so it's going to be quite hard on this very frustrating layer. Then glue this down. This is exactly the same as a normal V-fold, but you're doing it on a layer, which is a tiny bit harder. Actually, to be honest, it's not that hard. It's just exactly the same as doing a normal V-fold. Exactly the same. So you've got the first V-fold of your second layer. Now we're going to do the second one. So you've got the second V-fold of your second layer. Ooh, this is getting ricketier and ricketier the more we go. Ah. I forgot to tell you. These are supposed to be a backwards V-fold. Otherwise, it won't fold over properly. I was thinking that actually. I was thinking that, but it wasn't really folding over that well. Sorry guys if you just did that. I'm afraid you'll just have to rip it off. Sorry guys. Sorry. So you've got this 2 V-folds on your second layer. Then fold these backwards, obviously again. Now the tabs are facing my way, so the best way to look at it is your way, to be honest. So if you look at it this way, the tabs are facing that way. Now, this is the second layer, huh? So we're going to put another layer on top of this. Well, actually, I think I'm just going to do an acute angle V-fold for this time. Because this is just getting way too frustrating. So then, once we've done the acute angle V-fold, we'll be done, finally, with this really hard one. Really, really, really hard. Needs to be a bit bigger. If you're finding this tricky, don't worry, because I am, like I said while I was doing the first layer. Hopefully this will fold down easier because it's much smaller than the first layer that I did. The smaller the layer, the easier it is to glue on. Let's pray to God that this works, guys. Pray to God that this layer will work. Just like the first layer, this is still going to be a bit tricky, even though I said it's going to be a bit easier, but as it's so small. Well, not so small, but I think you know what I mean. It needs to be at the crease. Again, like I told you on the first layer. Please fold over. Let's just check if it's still working. Oh, and yes! For the first time it did it. Actually, that was quite easy, so do you think I should do another yellow layer? Actually, nah, because the ship is very exciting. So let's just quickly move on to the ship. But the ship is a tiny bit hard, like this one. I'm just going to do an acute angle V-fold, and I told you how to do that in tutorial 1. Remember? Good tip. You must watch the first videos, because in the first videos, you'll learn loads and loads and loads of stuff. And I sadly won't be able to tell you that much about them in the later videos, because in the later videos, they won't be about that stuff. So please, if you didn't watch tutorial 1, go and watch it now, please. Otherwise I will not be happy. Not be happy. So now you've got your acute angle V-fold, you can stick it on. hopefully this will pop up, and then that'll be our tower finished. Yep, it's popped up well. So that's your tower pop-up done for today. Now, yes, I got it right. We're moving on to the ship. Another cool thing to do with pop-ups. What we're going to do is a Qtangle V-fold to hold our ship up. There is only one type of the ship, which is the one that I'm going to show you right now. Once you've got your page, you'll want to get another page and cut out something that's going to be your Qtangle V-fold. So this is going to be your Qtangle V-fold. This has been quite a fussy one. Oh, I see why. So this is going to be your V-fold. Well, this one's leaning back quite far. That's good, you want it to lean back really far. Then obviously glue it down. Oopsie. Again, like I told you in tutorial 1, if it doesn't stick down properly, just put some more glue on it. So now you've got your Qtangle V-fold. Now, as we're doing muscles for the ship, because the whole ship is actually a muscle, just one muscle. So this is going to be a very, very big muscle, obviously. I told you how to do muscles in tutorial 1, I think it was. Yeah, it was tutorial 1 with the V-folds. Again, do the muscle as well as you can. We're going to do a rectangle muscle as we're doing the ship. As everybody knows, ships are very long and not that wide. Sorry about that big racket in the background. That's just my little sister and my big brother. They're very crafty as well, especially my little sister. She's very crafty for her age. She once asked me that she wanted me to help her make her a pop-up book. So I looked on YouTube and found this channel called the Pop-Up Channel with Duncan Birmingham, and that's how I learnt all this stuff. And I'm quite proud that I've learnt all that stuff and things that he told me. This is a bit wide. I'm just going to cut it out. So actually, I'm very proud of my little sister. She made me search up how to make a pop-up book, and I did it. So yeah, she's a nice girl as well. You're going to stick this muscle down, obviously, as it's a pop-up. Feels like it's sticking itself down by itself. Paper's amazing with all the things you can do with it, like pop-ups, like I'm doing right now, and obviously drawing and painting and all those arty stuff and things you can do. And the person that made paper and card, I think they must be very, very proud of themselves. And I hope that you're thankful for paper as well. If there wasn't any paper, then there wouldn't be much art, would there? Again, sorry about the background. It's not that nice for a background. This is going to be your ship. It's quite a small one. Yeah, one of my smallest. It doesn't matter if it's one of your smallest anyway. Then we're going to get the base of the ship, which is going to be much bigger. And you're going to stick your base of the ship onto the muscle, so you've got your ship. Here comes my crafty family.
Hi, I'm Jack, and this
I'm
is Rumour. I'm the older brother, this is the younger sister, and this is the excellent arty crafty guy. Back to him.
As this is the ship you're making, it's going to need some masts, as I've just studied on. I'm only going to do one today, because this video has turned out to be a very long one, nearly an hour I've been doing this video for. Once you've got these that your masts are going to get stuck through, you'll want to put it on your muscle where it's going to be when you stick it down on your muscle, and then you'll want to draw inside it, and then you'll just obviously cut this out, otherwise there wouldn't be any point to drawing it. And once you've got that, you will be able to glue it down. So you're just going to glue the base of your boat on top. Just glue all over the top of your muscle that you've made. And then stick your base on top. Then close your page shut and hope that everything's working alright. I'm very lucky and everything's working alright. This is what it's gonna look like so far. My ship's going this way. You can have it going anywhere you like, but it must not be in the middle facing towards you. It has to be facing diagonal or something. Let's just close it. So that's the base of your ship. Now I'm doing the mast now. Just cut out a long strip, obviously for your mast. Then fold a bit from the top or the bottom, whichever. And this is going to be your flap, which is going to hold your mast up. Just check if everything's working. So once you've done that, as obviously there's going to be a hole that you can push your mast through, and that's going to stay like that. And then just put glue on that flap that we've made. Push it through here and then stick it down firmly. Then fold your page shut. And that's going to be your mast. Hopefully your mast will be a bit better than mine. Mine one's just slouching a little bit. If that happens, then that's quite good actually, because it will make your boat look a bit more realistic. Because what you can do is cut a much thinner bit like this, and this is going to be your rope holding it, your mast. Sorry about the background, it's quite noisy. And yeah, that's my little sister room. It doesn't matter, she's only 5, sorry, obviously. And this is going to be your rope, and it's going to attach from your mast to the acute angle V fold. So put glue on both of the tabs that you've folded over, hopefully. So now you've got something holding up your mast. If you like, you could cut out a sail or something if you like. And this is going to be your sail on the boat. So you're going to obviously put glue on the mast and stick your sail on. And that's, well, now you can do whatever you want really. You can do a V-fold across the page and do little muscles. The V-folds could be waves and the muscles could hold up dolphins or sharks even. You can do much more ships or sails or masts. As many as you like. And that's going to be the end of today's video. Bye! See you in the next one.